welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chem Lock League, and it is time for playoff baseball here as the Tundras have made it to the postseason in Season 2. A very unlikely story as we went on a charge there at the end of the season and ended up fighting our way into the number 3 spot, passing the Chompers to get into that number 1 wild card spot and making the playoffs. So we do have to face off against our divisional rival, the Rakers. We ended up beating them 2 out of 3 games this season. There was a doubleheader where we split, and then we won the second to last game of the season against the Rakers, with actually Gabriella Potter back for her second round with the team this season. So we're hoping she can build off of that for this first matchup against the Rakers. So we will get the lineup set. Actually, we have to sim ahead to our next game, so we'll simulate one at a time. It'll start with the Torpedoes and the Swampers, both from the same water division. The Swampers are the number 2 seed with an 11-5 record and a plus 23 run differential. The Torpedoes made it into the postseason at 10-6 with a -1 run differential. So we'll see what happens here. You'll see Hayden Pratt on the Torpedoes. She was an all-star in Season 1, and she was actually the MVP for the Woodsmiths. So she is now on an all-star team, in a postseason team with the Torpedoes. Let's see how this game plays out. And it ends up being an extra inning affair, 2-1 win for the Swampers. So the top seed wins that matchup. Next, let's go to the Rushes. The Rushes make it as the number 4 seed at 9-7 with a -17 run differential. The Swoops were the number 1 seed in the conference in the air division, and they're 11-5 with a plus 31 run differential. So they seem to be the favorites for the conference. We'll see how they fare against Rince Garcia and the Rushes. A low-scoring affair and a 3-0 win for the Swoops against the Rushes, and both top seeds win in the Yin Conference. Now it's time to see how the Yang Conference will play out, especially with the Tundras out there against the Rakers. So we are hoping that we can break the trend of top seeds winning the first game. And let's see, we're going to have Kramer, Harrington, Price. We'll then follow that with Jacques Dennis, Flip Bauer. I'm going to put Norner West in the lineup and the number 2 spot. The number 6 spot behind Bauer. We'll keep Black at third base, then Gadman, and we'll put Amos Get Wrecked, especially in the playoffs, with Clutch being more prominent. We'll put him at 7, Gadman at 8, and Christian Black at number 9. So that's your lineup. We are away, so I think let's start with our standard away uniforms with Gabriella Potter on the mound. She found her way in the second time she joined the team. Let's see if she can have another successful matchup against this Rakers offense that she is pretty familiar with. We go out to Parque Jardneros, or Yardneros. I don't remember how it's pronounced. We'll hear it in just a second, I think.
Welcome to the opening game of the conference semifinals. The wait is over. It's baseball time.
I guess they're not going to say the name of the park. I thought they normally did that. But let's see what our offense can do. Starting with Brock Kramer, he started off really hot, faded down the stretch, and I'm hoping he can get on base, and maybe we can wreak some havoc on the base paths. Kevin Vo coming to the plate, or coming to the rubber, has a Tier 2 Elite 2-seam fastball. Great accuracy, but low velocity and junk. Has 4 pitches. See a slider here, and Kramer sends it to deep left center field. That one's carrying, and it's going to get out of here into the Tundra bullpen. Kramer with a leadoff home run, and if that is setting the tone for this postseason, this Tundra's offense is going to be terrifying. Brock Kramer with his first postseason home run, I believe, and that will give the Tundras a 1-0 lead. Now the Season 1 MVP, Adriana Harrington, comes up. She had a bit of an on and off season. First pitch pulled foul. Second pitch pushed foul. And tough out will activate at Tier 3 with 2 strikes. And she froze on strike 3. Kevin Vo challenged her high and away, and she just took it for strike 3 at out number 1. Now rookie and all-star Zeke Price comes up for his first at-bat. And he sends one deep left center field. That one's carrying. That's got a chance. Out of here. Zeke Price with his first home run of the postseason. He gets a hold of one and sends that one 429. It is a 2-0 lead for the Tundras. And we're still in the first inning, folks. Great start against the Rakers. We'll see if our near MVP, Jacques Dennis, can come through with a big hit as well with tier 3 bad ball hitter. He'll take a strike. Vo is tense. Ball low and in. 1-1 to Dennis. He gets a slider right in the middle of the plate, but he pulls it foul, and then he'll chase low and away for strike 3. So Vo, only 2 outs so far, but both via the strikeout. Flip Bauer comes up. He came on hot late in the year. Ended up with 5 home runs. It's a fastball he likes, but pulls it foul. And off the end of the bat, it's going to be a slow dribbler to short. Hanspringer makes the play, and that'll end the inning. The 2 home runs off the bat of Kramer and Price give us a 2-0 lead. And hopefully Potter can hold that. As Jackson Pugh will come up, leading things off from second base. Good contact hitter with good speed. Solid power as well. And he blasts one to right center field. I don't think that's got enough to get out. Bounces right up against the base of the wall, rattles around. Price will come up throwing. Runner heading to third. Pugh will have himself a leadoff triple. And just like that, the Rakers are in position to keep this game close. Not ideal for us. As Drew Dropkin comes up with tier 2 high pitch. And he takes a pitch at the top of the zone for ball 1. High pitch is fouled straight back, just misses. Potter already in a tough spot with a runner in scoring position and nobody out. Dropkin pops up shallow, right center field. Who's going to get that one? Norner West calls it. Runner holds. Thankfully, despite Makai's weak arm, it was still too shallow. And Jackson Pugh holds at third. It's a big out with Dropkin, always a big threat. And now Weston Neal comes up, who we've seen him hit a home run against us before. Has tier 2 low pitch. 1-1 count here. The slider for strike 2. And Chase is low, but he makes enough contact to foul it off. Ball misses low, and it's 2-2. And a ground ball pulled foul. We'll do it again. Hit deep right center field. Carrying Weston Eel is going to have himself extra bases. As Get Wrecked comes up throwing for second, he's going to hold there. It is a RBI double for Weston Eel. Runner scores, and it's 2-1. And now Eric Lozano comes up with tier 3 first pitch slayer, tier 2 RBI hero. And he swings at the first pitch. Mackay can't get to it. Zeke Price will come up throwing as the runner is being sent home. And it'll be a plate to plate, but not in time, and it's a 2-2 ball game. So we get the lead in the top, and we blow it immediately. Gabriella Potter already running into a buzzsaw that is the Rakers offense as she's tense. If we find ourselves going to the bullpen this early, it's going to be a concern for the rest of the postseason. A pop-up to low, shallow right or center field, and it's going to be Bauer. Runner holds. 2-2 ball game, and Horst Cordova comes up. Number 6 hitter, getting his first at-bat, tier 2 off-speed hitter. Gets an off-speed pitch, but is ahead of it, pulls it foul. Potter's still tense. And this one, fastball sent deep center field, but playable by Zeke Price. He'll haul that in for out number 3. 2 runs come across on some extra base hits and some clutch hitting from the Rakers offense. It's all tied up, so new ball game heading into the top of the second. Neither pitcher has done a great job to start the playoffs. Norner West will come up with nobody on. And off the end of the bat, he's going to loft it to Hanspringer at short for an easy out number 1. Get Wrecked comes up. He had a decent season this year. Looking to see if he can come up clutch for the team. First at bat. Got the start in right field today. He gets ahead in the count 2-0. And ball 3 misses as well, too low. Gets the red light on 3-0. And then chases low, so it's full. And he'll chase strike 3. The slider gets him in the dirt, and it's going to be an easy throw to first 10, or for out number 2. Gadman comes up. We'll see if his surprise offense can come up big for us in this game. He's pretty inconsistent offensively, more known for his defense. 2-1 count as he swings through a strike, and that one is pulled into right field. So a 2-out single for Mann. That'll bring up Christian Black. He came in about halfway through the season in place of Raiden Coleman and actually had himself a decent season. His first at-bat with the Tundras was a home run. Would love to see that here, or at least a base hit to keep our line moving. As he swings over the top of that one, 1-1. And he gets underneath that one. Deep left field, but playable. Camped underneath that, I think, is Eel. And yeah, he catches that for out number 3. So easy inning for Kevin Vo. He settles himself, gets his feet back underneath him in the second. And the Rakers looking to try and get a lead for the first time in the playoffs against the Tundras here. Starting with Sarai Williamson with tier 2 inside pitch. And the slider drops into the bottom of the zone for strike 1. A grounder slowly to second base. Easy play for Norner West, out number 1. Shortstop Hanspringer. And what I'm noting is I don't think Trevor Schmidt is in the starting lineup. The MVP for the Rakers has not appeared yet. Potter back to neutral mojo. 1-2 count here. And fouled straight back. Hanspringer with a weird batting stance. Takes a ball outside, 2-2. And low, but makes contact and pushes it foul. Swings through strike 3. Potter's first postseason strikeout. Hopefully that is enough for her to start to settle in. She is a rookie as well, so she might just have those rookie jitters in the playoffs. Trespass minors, elite contact and speed. No power to speak of, though. Ball high. 1-1 count. And this one's going to get over the glove of Christian Black into left field, so it's a 2-out single. Keeps the inning alive for the Rakers as they turn to the top of the lineup. Jackson Pugh already has a triple and a run scored today. If he gets another triple with great speed on first, easy 1-run scores there. Extra base hits probably does it. He gets underneath this one. Tried to go the same direction, but it's going to be an easy catch. Camped under that for out number 3 is get wrecked. So both pitchers settle in the second. And we're still 2-2 heading into the top of the third, as this will bring us to the top of the lineup for the second time. Tundras will lead things off with Kramer. Pulled one to the left center field bullpen for the first run of the game. He falls up behind 0-2 immediately. And will take low and in. Kramer chases low. Strike 3 as Vo is getting into a groove. See what he does against the former MVP, Adriana Harrington. She's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout looking. She chases this pitch, and it's going to be a slow grounder to pitcher. Easy play for Vo. 2 quick outs against our numbers 1 and 2 hitters. And now Zeke Price will come up. Ran into one in the first inning. Second run of the game for the Tundras, and he chases at the bottom of the zone, immediately grounds to short, and that's a 1-2-3 inning against the heart of our order. That's a concern. Dropkin comes up, he's 0 for 1. We're in a medium pressure situation. Dropkin with the tier 2 high pitch trade, so Potter has to be careful. She starts with a slider low and away. Goes to the 2-seam high, too high for ball 1, and then a foul ball, 1-2 count. Slider again, he fouls it off. She's trying to get him to chase high too far out of the zone. Kramer chasing after that one, but it's going to get into the dugout. Still 1-2. And slider tails out of the zone inside. Send it to the right field corner. Can get to it in time. He will track it down deep into the right field corner for out number 1. Big hit for Dropkin, but it hangs up for just a little too long. Weston Eel, who's been a Tundra killer, comes up with an RBI double in his first at-bat. Tier 2 low pitch, and he gets one right back to Potter. She reacts quickly and will field it cleanly. And that'll be out number 2. Lozano now 1 for 1 with an RBI single. Tier 3 first pitch slayer is taken for a ball. Good pitch from Potter to stay out of the zone there. No RBI hero trait this time. And lofted into right field into foul territory. Kramer dives and can't get to it. He's one of the faster runners over there. And instead of ground ball to Kramer this time, he's going to have to get with Potter. She gets there in time to end the inning. So 1, 2, 3 in the third. Go both sides, and both pitchers are starting to settle in. 2 clean innings on both sides of the plate here. And now we'll go 4, 5, 6, starting with Jacques Dennis. He was just behind Schmidt for the MVP. The offensive MVP is the number 5 ranked in the top 10. He gets a base hit up the middle, so his first hit of the playoffs. We have a runner aboard with nobody out for Flip Bauer. Love to see him run into one. We're in a high-pressure situation now. Mojo's going to start playing a big factor, as well as our Tier 3 clutch players. And a ball outside, or a strike taken low and away. And late on that one, fouls it off. It's 0-2. Flip takes strike 3 looking. He can't believe it. He's arguing with the ump about how low that was. But it's a called strike 3 nonetheless, and it'll be out number 1. Now Norner West comes up. Takes a strike. Vo over 40 pitches now. Chases high, and he fouls it straight back, 0-2. Come on, Mackay. And a ground ball hard to short, but it's going to be an easy play right to Handspringer. They turn 2, and that's going to end the inning. The leadoff single gets washed away quickly, and Kevin Vo is really, really feeling comfortable on the mound as he's now locked in. Agnes Lowe will face off against Potter. She starts with a fastball for strike 1 called. Little Hack activates for Lowe. Fouled off, 0-2 count. Little Hack still activated, and off the end of the bat gets dinked into center field. Leadoff single for Lowe. 1 for 2 today. Cordova will come up 0 for 1. High pressure. We'll see if Potter can induce a double play to save her pitch count. We'll start with the curveball for strike 1. That one almost in the exact same place, but now ball. Strike 2, fastball low and away. 50 pitches for Potter, and she gets him way late on that fastball. Strike 3 looking, or swinging. And now Sarai comes up 0 for 1. Tier 2 inside pitch with 1 out and a runner on first with good speed. Fastball taken, strike 1. 2-seam outside swung at for strike 2, and tried to get him to get her to chase on the curveball low and away. Inside pitch sent deep right center field, and Amos will get to that one. Hauls it in for out number 2. Runner back to first, and that's a big out. Good hit from Williamson, but she didn't get enough power on it. 2 down for Handspringer. Still high pressure. Handspringer 0 for 1. We'll see if they try to steal a base here. Man with a great arm behind the plate. 1-1 count. And lofted should be an easy play. Bauer catches that on the line for out number 3. We head to the 5th. It's still a tied ball game, 2-2. We're going to go 7, 8, 9. Amos Getrek comes up with tier 3 clutch in a max pressure situation. So big boost to his attributes against Kevin Vo, who's locked in. Good eye, ball low and away. Amos, oh, that was the pitch, but he's ahead of it, pulls a foul. And a ground ball through the right side. Williamson dives, knocks it down, gets it to Vo in time, out number 1. Good play from the first baseman. Great defense from the Rakers. And with 1 out, here comes Gadman. He already has a base hit today, but got stranded. Ground ball, late swing there. Diving play from Cordova, but in foul territory. 2-1 count. Vo over 50 pitches. Chases high and in on the changeup and pulls 1 foul. Staying alive, 2-2. Ball high, full count to Man. 55th pitch. is fouled off. Fastball just ahead of that one is man. Oh, pulls the string on the change. Got him chasing that one earlier in the at-bat, and he goes right back to that well, and it pays off for him. That's a strikeout for out number 2. And now Christian Black, who lofted one to left center field last time, comes up, takes a strike. Quick 0-2 to Black. Ball misses just inside. I thought that was strike 3 called. And off the end of the bat, lofted into left field. He's going to get down from Weston Eel, who's not the fastest outfielder. And that keeps the inning alive as we turn to the top of the lineup.
Number 14.
One on first with 2 outs, and Brock Kramer 1 for 2 with a home run. A solo shot to lead off the game. And he grounds one up the middle, and it's going to get past diving Jackson Pugh. Christian Black heads up play as he saw how far it got away from the second baseman, heads over to third. We have 2 on and 2 outs for Harrington. If there's ever a time for our MVP to show back up, it's going to be here. As Kevin Vogt gets pulled, Rick Smile comes up. Good pitcher this year. Strike inside called. Ball too far inside. It's the curveball both times so far. Fouled straight back. It's a 1-2 count. Little tough out will activate for Harrington. Ball in the dirt. Good eye on the curve. 2-2, 2 outs. Harrington checks outside. Runner from first will take off on the full count. And checks ball 4. Harrington with a good at-bat. She took a couple of really close pitches. And this is what we need to see. Max pressure, Zeke Price, tier 3 clutch, already has a home run, bases loaded, 2 outs. The guy you want up in this situation. Is it too much for the rookie? Takes a ball high. And a base hit up the middle. It's going to get past Pugh. 2 runners score. Rounding second and heading to third is Harrington. And Zeke Price comes through to break this game open. A big 2-run single for him. Will he steal to get into scoring position for Jacques Dennis? Still max pressure. Fastball taken high and in. Rig Smile is tense. Runner takes off on a ball in the dirt, and that's going to be sliding into safely. And Zeke Price comes up with a clutch stolen base over the glove and over handspringer, but he leaps up and makes the grab. Stalls out the Tundras offense, but we were able to get 2 big runs off the bat of Zeke Price. He comes through with his clutch trait when we need him the most. And it's 4-2. Now Potter has to hold it here as it's going to go 9-1-2, starting with Trespass Miners. Hate that name, by the way. He's 1 for 1 with the single, 1-2 count. And he takes strike 3 looking. Potter feeling it. She's pumped now. Pugh already has a RBI or a triple and a run scored. Back in the first inning as Potter is getting tired. She has yet to get into locked in mojo despite her great outing after that first. And she gets a grounder to shortstop, out number 2. I think you pull Potter here against Dropkin. 0 for 2 today. Again, high pitch is activated. We'll see if Potter stays low. And a hard hit ball right back up the box into the deepest part of the park. It's going to rattle around. Zeke Price will come up throwing for third. Cuts off by Bauer. It's going to be a triple for Dropkin. A 2-out triple. Just what we talked about. Weston Eel has an RBI double, a chance for another one. We bring in Booth for Potter. I think this is the right time. I think she should have come in a batter earlier, but a liner to second base and 1 pitch, 1 out gets us out of the jam. Potter pitched great after an ugly first inning. She goes 4 scoreless. Ellen Booth comes in, gets the out she needed to, and we head to the 6th inning. Last chance for the Tundras to add some insurance. Rig Smile stays out there intense. Flip Bauer, 5 home runs during the regular season. He's 0 for 2 today, make it 0 for 3 as he grounds to third. Bauer loses mojo. That's going to play a factor in this game and in this series. Norner West is 0 for 2. I imagine him getting out would probably lose his mojo too. Takes a strike, 95 on the gun as Rig is back to neutral mojo. Gets him chasing and inside. And chasing outside. Norner West strikes out and he loses mojo.
Number 13, Amos gets wrecked.
Now get wrecked. Max pressure, tier 3 clutch, 0 for 2. And pulled off the glove of Cordova at third. He makes the diving attempt, but it's going to lose his mojo as Amos gets on base with 2 outs and man 1 for 2 with a single. Tier 3 clutch at first, giving Get Wrecked some great speed right now. Chases strike 1 low. 20th pitch for Smile is lofted off the end of the bat, and it's going to get down in front of Dropkin. Good read from Get Wrecked as it gets off of the glove of Cordova, and it's a big single for Man. Get Wrecked heads over to third base, and we have runners on the corners with 2 outs for Christian Black. He had a base hit in his last at-bat. Some insurance would be wonderful. Late swing there from Black. It's fouled off. Fastball will be grounded to second base. Easy play for Pugh at inning ends. A little bit of a rally there before we ran out of steam, and we head to the bottom of the 6th, up by 2. Last chance for the Rakers. They're going to go 4-5-6, starting with Eric Lozano. We have our all-star coming back out to the mound, and Milan Tirehead comes in as a defensive move at second base. First pitch swinging, and she challenges him. He fouls it back. First pitch Slayer gone. Fastball low. It's going to be a slow roller. Christian Black has to barehand. He collects in time and throws to first for out number 1. Next up, Agnes Lowe, the DH. 1 for 2 with a single. Still max pressure here. First pitch taken right down the middle for strike 1. Little Hack activates. Check and hold. Ball 1. Little Hack gone. Strike 2 catches a corner. Little Hack back on the 1-2 count from Booth to Lowe. It swung through. Strike 3. Ellen Booth shuts her down. 2 down with Horse Cordova, who's tense. Do they pinch hit? He's 0 for 2, and they're going to let him hit. Tier 2 off-speed hitter. Ellen starts with a fastball, swung at and fouled off. She uses the off-speed, but it's too far inside. Off-speed for strike 2 taken on the changeup 1-2 count. Cordova grounds in front of the plate. It's going to be fair. Man to Kramer. Inning ends, and so does the game. The Tundras win game 1 of the playoffs, their first playoff game, and boy did Zeke Price come through for this team. He's responsible for 3 of the 4 runs. He pretty much won this game all on his own. I have to give credit to Gabriella Potter for settling in after that tough first inning, and then to Ellen Booth, who just shut down the Rakers for an inning and a third. Looking at the offense of the Rakers, they had a few hits scattered around. They had the double from Weston Eel that scored a run. Lozano with a base hit. But that was really all the offense that they could get. On our side, leadoff home runs from Brock Kramer and Zeke Price. Kramer reached base and scored a run a second time. Harrington only reached base once, but it was a big walk to load the bases for Zeke Price, who came through with that RBI, or that 2-run single. Base hits from Dennis, from Get Wrecked, from Black, and 2 hits from Man. But that big middle of the order, Bauer and Norner West, both tense after going hitless today. So we'll have to figure out how we navigate around that. Pitching-wise, Kevin Vo, tough loss for him. He goes 4 2/3. He gave up 6 hits, 4 earned runs, and 2 home runs, both those solo shots at the beginning. He did strike out 6. Overall, I thought it was a pretty solid performance for him. Rig Smile came in, goes 1 1/3, giving up 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He was actually the one that allowed the RBI, the 2-run single from Zeke Price, but both those runs credit to Vo. On the other side, Potter gets the win. She goes 4 2/3. She gave up 6 hits and 2 earned runs. Most of those came in the first inning. She ended up getting 3 strikeouts, 3 big strikeouts. Booth comes in, gets the save, 1 1/3, getting 1 strikeout. But yeah, this was a really great performance from our pitching staff. So Price, Kramer, and Potter are your top 3. And we take the early lead in the 3-game series. We just need one of the next 2. I'd rather us get the sweep, of course. Let's go ahead and see how this game goes. Firebirds versus Chompers. Just to give you some insight here, the Firebirds are your number 1 seed in the entire league at 12-4, best record. They had a plus 24 run differential. They're facing off against the Chompers, who ended 9-7, same as the Tundras. They had a plus 11 run differential, and they're the number 4 seed. So you would see on paper and think that Nova Conley has the advantage over Emmy Dixon, but Emmy is the MVP. So we'll see what the Firebirds do here. We simulate this game. Early lead for the Chompers. They get a grand slam from McDowell, and that was the game winner. So the Chompers win game 1 against the Firebirds. So on the left side, you see both top seeds win. On the right side, you see both top seeds lose. Interesting situation as we are actually going to sim up to our next game. So the Torpedoes and Swampers, Torpedoes home for this one. They are currently losing. If they lose another game, they are out. Swampers fall behind and they end up losing 2-1. So they flip the script. The home team then wins both games in that series. Next is the Rushes and the Swoops. Same thing. If the Rushes lose, they are out. It's going to be number 9 in the top 10, Worry Costa, the All-Star for the Swoops, facing off against Case Barnett. Russia's take an early lead. They win 2-1. So the home team has won every game in the Yin Conference. Next time out, it's going to be, I think I might do Caden Success versus Luke Resplendent. Let's take a look at that, actually. By the way, Bailey Rosario for the Rakers, she was the number 2 in the top 10. She had a great year, but she does have tier 3 easy jumps, so that might be something we can take advantage of. Let's set the lineup before we finish up. Do we go Luke Resplendent, or do we do Caden Success? We could do it for the sake of the lefty-righty. We could go lefty-righty-lefty, or righty-lefty-righty here. With Success. Success as tier 3 K collector, as consistent. That is really important in these playoff games. And he has more experience. Because the Nemesis actually made the playoffs last year. That's who Caden came from. I think it was. Either way, I think I'm going to go Caden Success here, just from the experience factor. What are we going to do with this lineup? I do think we pull Norner West and we bring in Tirehead. But I think we keep Flip Bauer out there. I think he's more likely to recover. I also think that he's the better fielder at short. We don't really have a true shortstop backup option. Same at third base. So I think we're going to stick with this. And the lineup, I think I'll move around a little bit. Let's get Wrecked in front of Bauer. Put Man in front of Bauer. Oops. And then we'll do Bauer, Tirehead, Black. Let's give Tirehead go behind Black for that one. The rest of this, I think I'll keep the same. Yeah, if Harrington has another quiet game, I might move her back a little bit. But I want to rely on her in that 2 spot to put some runners in scoring position for Price. Jacques Dennis has to step up a little bit more. He had a base hit, but nothing else. But we will come home for this next game, and I will use our alternate home uniform. And we are going to rely on Mercenary Caden Success. And his... Actually, can we see his stats for last year? Wait, I think we have to go to my team. If we go to Caden, view his career, and then we go to show playoff stats. So he did perform in year 1. He had 2 games pitched. He looked really good too, a 2.79 ERA, a 103 whip. He did lose one of those games. 7 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Interesting. I think with tier 3 K collector, there's more strikeouts on the way for him. But I feel confident about him with his experience that he'll play up for us this season. So that is where we're going to end things. I feel hopeful about the team. A big win in game 1 of the conference semifinals. And if we can win this one, then we maybe get a game of rest. If the Firebirds win game 2, then we could get an extra game of rest before we turn to that next series. So thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying the video, please like it. If you have not done so, if you have not done so already, would encourage you to subscribe to the channel so that you can continue to watch the playoffs here for the first time in Tundra's history. And comment down below if you feel like this team has a chance to run the table, if you think we can go all the way, or if you feel like we're going to fall short. Appreciate all of you for watching. Look forward to seeing you all next time. Bye, everybody.